Episode 4 of the Hyrox training vlog. Welcome back everyone. Today's session is a Metcon session working in the mid to high heart rate range, really putting in some stress on that anaerobic system. Start off as usual with some warm-ups, shoulder warm-ups specifically, make your joint nice and fluid, using a band wherever it feels comfortable. You can use different bands depending on how strong you are. Take a moment to have a little dance, feel the vibe, get into the mood for your workout. Up next, go into my rotator cuff work. This is just to, again, loosen up that joint on both sides. Make sure that there's no niggles or anything like that, especially for me as I've got a previous shoulder injury from a few years back. Active hang. You make it active by engaging your scapula, engaging your core, move through the space. You're trying to open up that joint so it's a bit more fluid. As you can see, I'm moving through the space to just kind of shift my weight side to side. Next, we have what I learned in PE years ago, just to open up that hip joint too, and you follow that up with rotations. So you want to open up that hip joint too, so that will allow you to have a lot more movement and freedom. And then you can follow that up into a deep squat position, hold that, move side to side, and then follow that up to finish with the hamstring stretch. Up next, we've got the weighted duck walks. So these are a lot harder than they look because you're working your ankle, your knee, your hip, your shoulder and your core. You want to keep as low as possible, take nice steps, keep that weight directly above head and engage your core so that you're upright at all times. It is a lot harder than it looks and it's quite a good move. Try without the weight first. So banded hip flexor pull. This is actually quite a strengthening exercise, so that can translate to doing things like hanging leg raises in future. Just engage, keep your core nice and stiff. Warming up the glutes. So banded side walks, keep your feet nice and wide, engage that glute maximus. You feel it running down your leg, backwards and forwards. Just find a rhythm that works for you. The heavier the band, the harder it is. Warm-ups are so important. If you don't like warming up, I implore you to find a way that will allow you to enjoy it, because you will be doing your body wonders. And to finish up, we've got banded side leg raises. This will work your glute medius. And as you can see, I'm using my thumbs to make sure my core is engaged. Try to aim for around 3 sets with all the warm-up exercises. The main event. So this was a 21-15-9 workout. 2 moves, the alternating dumbbell snatch. I used the 20 kilogram dumbbell, and burpees. So for those who don't know, you do 21 reps of the snatch, 21 reps of the burpee, 15 reps of the snatch, 15 reps of the burpee, 9 reps of the snatch, 9 reps of the burpee, and then 2-minute rest, and then you go again. I did 3 sets in total. My sets were between 320 and 340. Remember, you're doing this for time, so you can't add a rest. So if you want to scale down, the only way is to use less weight. Pure, unadulterated pain. At this point, I was questioning my life choices. This was horrible. This is set 3 and this is 15 burpees. I had to stop to change up the burpees and do step back just because I had nothing left, but I had to keep going and pushing. Finally, we reach the end. Lie down, think of why the hell you've just forced yourself to do such a thing. This was honestly the hardest thing, and I was looking at my heart rate and I think it was like 190 or something, and yeah, I laid down for a lot longer than this video shows. I was on that floor for a good 3 or 4 minutes, I think. 6 weeks later, my time and recovery from this is a lot better, so you just got to embrace the suck. Just got to do it, there's no other way, and just get better over time. To end the session, I went for a superset, so pull-ups and hanging windscreen wipers. So 6 pull-ups, strict as you can, no kipping. I use this bar because I feel like it engaged more of my upper back, and that's what I was looking for. And then into your hanging windscreen wipers, 8 reps of those, side to side. This is obviously advanced, so you work up to it, but this is a really good core exercise. And yeah, I did 3 supersets of this basically. That is today's video. Any questions, put them in the comments below, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching the pain. Until next week, you know what to do. Share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in next week's video.